I think a lot more people... Anyway, sorry. That.
No, continue. We've started.
Oh, have we? Oh,
Or I say we've started now.
I just think a lot more people shit their pants than they
And they're willing to admit.
And then I'm like, I'll go up on stage and talk about the times I've shit my pants. And then and people are like, oh my God, they feel seen. You know,
agree.
Them.
Grace, it is a public service
Oh,
we are
you need to
offering.
tell people that you piss and shit yourself.
Normalise shitting yourself.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, welcome to Scundered.
Hi.
My guest today is the lovely Grace Mulvey, who is in Belfast to do her brilliant new show. I nearly said Tall Baby, but that was your last one.
Yeah.
Did you hear We're All Going to Die?
This
That's
is it.
this one.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And I'm sure we'll get onto that in a wee second. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for being here. Grace, if you, I'm sure you already know, you might have even seen her recently do support for Joanne McNally.
Yeah. Don't know if you've heard of Joanne.
I don't know if you know that. she's doing really
She's
well
an
for a new...
up-and-comer. I decided to help her out. Do a little
Yes, it was so
opener.
good.
Yeah,
I predict good things for
Yeah.
her. But Grace is a stand-up and a podcaster and an improviser. And most importantly, you were named Funny Women's One to Watch in 2019.
I know.
Do you know why I know that? Because I also was.
Shut up. That was
didn't
you?
know.
It was like us two.
Yeah, it was just us.
I was just having a knife fight.
I'm
not going to say the other phrase.
I know. That's how. No, I just googled it recent. I just googled
so
your name and it came up
funny.
and I went, here I was one to watch in 2019.
That is
as
gas.
well. And then I looked at the list because I was like, I wonder who else was on it. So yeah, we've all done really well. You've done much better than me, Grace. Well done.
No,
But,
you don't. Listen. Don't.
I
How dare.
actually-
Okay, you can't say that to another woman. Because,
know.
first of all, I'm dying inside because I can't accept that compliment. And now everyone's going to hate me if I do. So I have to be like, no, I'm a fucking failure.
That's better. That's better. Right down the camera. Yeah. So fun. But we haven't met before
No.
because we did. You
Because
obviously
we're both female comedians, so we're not allowed meet. We're
No,
not
you
allowed
can't
to
be on the
perform
same
together.
lineup.
Absolutely not.
not at all.
But we both just got our period. It's insane. We couldn't possibly.
Do you know what the thing about doing Funny Women, doing that competition was? I think that was the first time, like just going along to the heat, and there was like 10 acts, all female.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I just relaxed so much because I didn't feel the
Yeah.
pressure of seeing a woman on stage and going, please be funny, because as if
Yeah.
it's going to affect
Yeah.
the rest of us, but it's people's
Yeah.
perceptions. It was just so relaxing.
Also, just like the crack back, the
Yeah.
chat is next level.
Yeah.
Because like you need a bunch of women in a room
Yes.
for there to be actual conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's banter with the lads, no problem. But there's banter with the women, and then you'll also have conversation.
Yeah. You might even get a, how are you?
How
in
are
there?"
you? And then you'll get an answer. You know? Yeah,
Not just a bit of material that people are trying out.
Because that's the thing about green rooms that people don't understand is like, because you can tell when someone's trying material out on you, and it's actually painful. And like, by the way, I get called out all the time by my friends and family.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Is this a new thing you're trying?" And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know?
Do you know what? I am terrible at it, Grace. I have to say, there have been times when I have felt almost unclean from speaking to someone backstage and being like, yes, that's just a wee story about your day, and then seeing them go on stage and do that material, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought that was just
no.
for
You
me.
were there like content whore.
Yeah.
They tried it out on you.
But we do it.
Yeah.
We do it a lot, and probably I do it a lot over like coffee breaks at work because I still work.
Oh, yeah, so do
full-time.
I.
So, but so like
Yeah.
in the office type sort of in meetings.
I just want to say this. I think a lot of comedians,
Mm.
people will be surprised at this, still have day jobs. I have temp jobs
Yeah.
because life is expensive.
Yes.
And I just think like lads, I'm aging badly because I'm constantly going into an office and then late at night gigging.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You are
It's not
working.
good.
You're working double shifts
You're
constantly.
Yeah. And
It
you're
is
just running.
exhausting.
Yeah.
That is true, and I think you maybe get the perception like because I would have thought you were full time, and you sort of
Yeah,
you can't
I
really
did.
tell, I suppose. By
I
what
did at
people
one
are
point
putting
go
out.
full time,
Mm.
but I think I was just getting so stressed. And like, here's the
Yeah.
thing, right? Because the pay of gigs now is not keeping up with the cost of living,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That like sometimes you'd be spending so much getting to a gig that you're like, I'm
You're not
actually
making
kind of
anything.
yeah, you're not making anything. So I just was like, I love things like eating and living.
You're such a lush.
Do you know what I am? I just love. Do you know what I love? Bread and food and
Toothpaste. you know,
oh God,
luxuries. Yes.
the real
yes.
good stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'll just have a temp job
Yeah.
and not sleep.
Yes, but
Sort of
that's
out
the
well.
thing. It does help you financially, obviously, but then you're you're exhausted all the time from just gigging and trying
Yeah.
to find time
And
to
I
write
will
stuff.
say,
and-
everyone in your job is like, oh, now I don't want to hear this on stage. And you're like, trust me, it's not what you just said that'll be on stage.
it's the fact that you think you're funny.
It's the fact that you keep saying to me.
I know.
You know, and they'll be like, oh, she'll have plenty of
People do.
material here.
I
What are you talking about? You just went and got a coffee. Like, I don't understand what you're.
exactly what
know?
you mean.
Yeah.
They were like, you put that in your wee skit, will you? My skits, I will. Yes, I will.
Yeah.
And nothing here is as funny as everybody thinks it is. It's,
No. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
interesting. I did have somebody who we had quite a big argument at work. This was a long time ago, and I took real issue with the fact that he was like, "Why don't you just put it in one of your wee songs or put it on your stage on your thing?" And I was like, as if I don't have better things to write about. And then I did write a song about it. I was like,
What's it called?
but I'll never. No way.
Name and shame.
And but you know, obviously his name wasn't in it. But I was like, "How dare you? You're not material." Actually, that is good material. I'm going to talk.
Sometimes
about
they
it
do
later.
come up with some good stuff. Yeah.
I meant to pour us a drink before we
yes.
got started, and I got distracted. So these are non-alcoholic beers.
Lovely.
Okay. Are you a drinker?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I.
But obviously not here today.
Well, not anymore.
No,
Grace.
I don't drink. I'm gigging later, and I don't drink before a gig.
Okay,
Very
so
professional. I hit
that
the
is
wine right after, but yeah.
Yes, I used to be the same. I've never drank before going on stage because it's
Yeah.
brain fog.
Do you think, yeah, because the moment alcohol hits my tongue, it's like my tongue gets heavy. I know
Yes.
but
No,
it's
I
like
know
I
what you
can't
mean.
talk properly.
Yeah.
And I talk really fast on stage. So yeah, just I
And you want to be able to react to things in the moment as well.
Yeah,
not just
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of. I'd probably be enjoying myself too much. Like if someone said something funny as a heckle, I'd probably be like, yeah.
You're like, get
Oh,
up
hang
here,
on.
you old son of a
I'd
bitch.
be like, oh wait, I'm on stage. Right,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No, so the wrong one. Did I?
No,
you
opened the
wanted
right
an
one.
IPA.
Are you sure you haven't drank?
I don't know anymore. See, I can't tell the
actually
difference.
very nice.
That is
This
nice.
is very nice.
There you
Yeah.
go. I actually wouldn't know because I'm not a big beer drinker, so I'm not. But I think the beers are quite good.
No, non-alcoholic beers are grand, but don't be coming at me with non-alcoholic wine or gin. Fuck off. Next thing you're going to be like,
Well, I'm
non-alcoholic poutine.
I'm just
like,
gonna-
calm down.
I'm
Like,
gonna put
you know.
them away.
Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, no, this is very nice. Though. This
No,
is actually
these are
quite
nice. No,
yeah.
I know what you mean. There's not very many good non-alcoholic wines. I have had
Yeah.
some where you're a bit like,
Do you know what's nice? Actually, the non-alcoholic prosecco, the no secco. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's
fizzy
good.
things are probably easier to get right. Maybe.
Yeah,
don't
do you
know.
know what? It's sugar. You know what? I don't know why it's so delicious. It's probably all that fucking sugar in it. Yeah, yeah.
No, I never drink when I'm doing comedy, but I used to be like just a straight singer,
Oh, really?
and I would frequently drink because I would be playing in a bar for like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah,
well, 3 or
okay.
4 is a bit of a stretch, maybe about 2 hours, and I
But-
felt like I
yeah.
should join in.
But do you think, right, because I'm happy that I never kind of drank before gigs, particularly starting out, because the nerves can get to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the thing. And then it becomes something that you kind of,
You think you need?
you think you need in order to
Yeah.
get up on stage. And like, I just am always like, no, I'm just going to have a panic attack and then get up on stage.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep.
Which is what we do. Like, I don't have a panic attack, but like, you know, kind of.
I do. I
Do
still
you?
get really nervous. I
Do you
don't, I
have a-
don't
wait.
panic, but
Do you have a pre-show ritual?
my pre-show, well, because I have a piano, it's really frustrating. It means I have to get to whatever venue it is super early.
Right, yeah.
So I always have this like hour where there's no other acts are around. And it's I need to be moving. So I
Yeah.
can't sort of sit still. So I need to like go for a walk or go and
Yeah.
stretch and do
Yeah.
that. I can't, I hate talking to people before.
No, I'm big into the chat.
Oh, are you?
Oh,
I
anything-
am
anything to-
after.
No, anything to stop like what's going on up here. I'll talk about anything. I'll ask them questions that.
Oh my God.
You know, I'd be like, "Are you close to your mother?"
I'd just be like,
They're like about to walk on stage. You're like, "Are you happy?" Yeah.
I mean, I really like you, but I would have to go and sit in the toilets.
Yeah,
I would just
yeah.
be like, she's no.
Yeah.
Because I've had that somebody where you're about to go on stage and it's maybe like a bar gig or something, and somebody comes up to speak to you literally beforehand, and you're just like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
I just need the kind of space,
yeah,
the
I get
silence
that.
before I
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, it depends on the gig. If I'm doing my own show, which like tonight I'm touring, so I'm doing my own
Yes.
show. That pretty much about 10 minutes before that, I'm like, I actually can't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
I also pray, which I actually think is gas because I'm
Hey.
like an atheist.
What are you praying to?
Sure, listen.
Beyonce.
It's sort of like, you know, like betting both ways. I'm sort of just
You
going
never
for it.
know.
You never
You're just right.
No, I think it's more the like because I'm was raised Catholic, so like I think it's sometimes just saying a prayer can kind of just calm you
meditation.
down or something.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then you're just like, it'll be, But yeah, I think everyone has a little pre-show thing that they do they don't admit to.
I'm going to try praying, actually. I think
mean-
that's good. Or maybe just saying a nursery rhyme or something. Like just something that's just in the toilets by myself going.
Imagine you just hear 3 blind mice. See how they run, and you're like,
ring,
Teresa.
ring, like in a horror movie. Ring, ring. Do you know what? This is a random story. My sister lives in Australia, and for her birthday one year, we climbed the Harbour Bridge in Sydney. It's a
Lovely.
thing you can do. We're not just mental.
Yeah.
So it's
We were going to do a little murder suicide, and we said this would be a lovely spot now.
I was like, yeah. So now it's all very well looked after, and you're hooked into a wire and whatever.
Yeah.
But there is a part where it is just a sheer, like a straight up ladder climb up through traffic,
Yeah. I'd rather
up to the
die.
very top.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I had a problem with heights. Like I wouldn't be a fan, but I was like, no, it'll be fine. And I froze on this ladder. And this is where the Harbour Bridge obviously has loads of traffic on it underneath, and the cars were just flying past my head, and I was just stuck. People behind me, people in front of me,
No.
and the guy, the tour guy was like, just keep moving there. And I was like, no. And I was like, you're going to have to get a helicopter and come and get me.
Yes.
I cannot move.
And you know what? They should have.
They should have. Instead, they
Yeah.
were like, come on now. And they were trying to get me to do something that would take myself out of it. So I was there visiting my sister who had young kids at the time. And I just started singing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive, 6. And I just stood frozen singing that. And they were like, if that helps, we'll all join in. Everybody around me. Come on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I never stopped singing that the whole time. My sister was just like, this has not been a fun expedition whatsoever.
But did you get
I
to
did
stop?
move. Yeah, I
Fair
did
play
move,
to
but I
you.
had to sing that the whole way
Yeah.
like a psychopath.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is going to sound like the most dickhead way of starting a story, but when I was climbing the Great Wall of China,
Excuse me.
yeah,
you had
thank
to
you
out
very
to
much.
the Harbour Bridge. Fine.
Can
When
see it from the
I
moon.
was abseiling off the Empire State Building, yes.
But I realised I had vertigo because
God.
the steps of the Great Wall of China now are fairly steep, and I didn't realise.
When you say climb, you don't mean up the side of the wall.
No.
You mean
So the steps are so bloody steep that I couldn't stand up straight because I thought I was going to fall.
I know what you mean.
So I went on all fours. And then these elderly Chinese women walked by me and just pointed and laughed.
Irish.
Yeah, because I was like, but I genuinely thought there's no possible way I could
know
walk.
what you mean.
Like, as in, like, I was like, I'm going to fall if I stand
So
straight.
are the steps really steep and there's nothing really around you? Is
No,
it
no,
just Oh no,
when
God,
it was
no.
built now, there wasn't much health and safety going on.
Was there not?
No. That wasn't invented until the last 20 years.
Was there not an escalator?
Yeah. When we went all woke and we got health and safety, and back in the day, you didn't need that now.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I know exactly what you mean. That sensation of no, I'm actually gonna go.
Yeah.
So just get down on the floor. That's
I crawled. I don't care.
I panic and do really weird things in these situations because whenever my mum and I were it was my whole family, we were on a ferry once and we got stuck in a lift trying to disembark.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother totally panicked and said, everyone take off your clothes. Right? And I was like, we were kids. We were like, why? She's like, just take off your clothes. So and we were like, okay. So we were like, she's really claustrophobic. And she just thought we were all
So
gonna
claustrophobic
suffocate.
that she can't even be in her own clothes.
Everyone take off your clothes. And then obviously the lift got fixed. And like, so we were rescued with the doors opening and all of us sitting. I had like my jumper around my neck and one arm out and trousers on. We were like, oh, well.
Do you know when, like, they must have opened those doors and been like, I've never seen people go so Lord of the Flies so quickly.
You've been in here
And one of these are like eating, like biting on a leg, and you're like, sorry, we were in here for like a minute. We just panicked.
We've chosen a sister to kill. We're like, she's gone.
Okay, I would like to know though, because I do think your mum, that reaction is your mum at some point was told. Like there must have
That's
been
a
some
thing.
safety video she
Yes.
watched. Because I will say this, right? So my mum, which is my mum's from Roscommon, right? Which affects hundreds of people every year. It's a diagnosis as far as I'm concerned. And just the kind of like fears that she has, I think are amazing. She fears her own shadow, which in fairness, like, do you know what I mean? Because the Magdalene laundries, sure,
I know.
do you know what I mean? They were taken. And anyway, so
Like
of
there's
course
a
she's
nun
scared.
coming up the path.
Yeah, like of course she's fucking terrified all the time. These just take people off the street. Anyway, so One time when I was like, I think I was in my early 20s, my mum watched like 24 Hours in A&E or something.
Yeah.
And there was a very sad story of this woman who a bee went down her throat.
Oh my God.
You're laughing already. The bee stung
very
her.
sad
The
story.
bee stung her. She died, right?
Right.
So my mum watched this, and about a week later, I hear her wake up in the middle of the night, and she's like,
Oh no.
and she's like, there's a bee in my throat. There's a bee in my throat, right? And I can hear my dad beside her going, there's not a bee in your throat because you're talking. Because there's no way. So then she freaks out. My dad won't hear her. He's like, this is ridiculous. She runs into me.
Yeah.
Right? Turns on the light. She's like, there's a bee in my throat. There's a bee in my throat.
Oh my God.
So here's the thing. You don't think at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I just turned the flash on my phone and tried to like look down her throat. Right?
I'm a doctor now.
I'm a doctor now. Anyway, she insists I ring an ambulance. So I had to ring an ambulance. I know.
God.
But at the same time, she's telling me there's a bee in her throat. Yeah. So I'm on the phone to the operator. And I said to the operator, like, my mum thinks there's a bee in her throat.
We'll send the psych ward nurse right
And,
away.
and the operator went, by the way, my mum behind her said, tell her I can feel it.
Oh
and the operator was
God.
like, well, if she's talking, there's no
Yeah.
bee.
Yeah.
And I said that to her. My mum refused
Yeah.
to believe this. So anyway, I said, I'm sorry, you're going to have to send an ambulance. So, right, I hang up on the woman. An ambulance coming. By the way, this entire time my mum is topless. I want everyone to know this because she sleeps topless. So I said to my mum, you're going to have to go put on a top now.
Yeah.
Because an ambulance is coming. And then about 10 minutes later, my mum shouts into me and she goes, you know what, Grace? Cancel the ambulance. I think it was a fly. I was like, yeah. Isn't that mental though? And
Oh my God.
I've tried to tell that story on stage and it hasn't worked. And I think it's because people don't believe you. But I think if you have an Irish
Yes.
mother or a mother of a certain generation,
I think so. I think it maybe it's niche. It is. I know exactly what you mean. Like I've had my mother call up. She was live on This Morning once on the phone in.
Oh my God, amazing.
Back with Richard and Judy. Back like long time ago. And it was the only reason I saw it was because we were off for like a bank holiday or whatever, school. And it was around. Did you watch Children's Ward? Did you have Children's Ward down south?
No, what's that?
It's an ITV children's program, and it was like
Okay.
a drama that was all about kids in hospital. So it was basically like ER but for kids, right?
Amazing.
But
you know, like Bugsy Malone.
it was that.
Yeah. They're all like nurses and doctors with like PTSD.
No, the nurses and doctors were adults. It was just a ward. I would have preferred it
That
if
would
it was
have
the
been
kids.
so good. Like a Bugsy Malone, but it's like the pit or ER. Yeah.
Covered in blood and everything. But
She
no,
didn't make it.
it was just a lot of tonsillitis. You know,
Right,
a lot of
right,
like,
of course,
those-
of course.
And every now and then you'd have a sad one where there'd be a kid who would be terminal. I don't know why that's funny, but you know, so it was used to kind of address issues.
Yes.
So anyway, they had a girl in, and we were watching one day, and this girl got admitted. She was like, "Oh, I haven't had a period in about 2 months, and I feel a little bit faint." So we're just watching this, and my mum went, "Nope," and like turned it off. Right now, this was a long time. She's softened since, right?
No, but
She's like,
I
no,
get
no,
it.
no.
Yeah.
She turned it off, and we were like, she went, "This is a children's program. What is this doing on?" It's like 3:00 in the afternoon, and so the next week, whenever this bank holiday was, they had a phone in with, it was basically like the commissioners for ITV. And it was all like, what do you want to see in our new,
Yeah.
you know, like game shows, blah, blah, blah. And my mum ended, we were just sitting watching TV. And her name came up and she was like, "Hello, I would just like to complain about, I was sitting here with my children, Teresa Livingstone, showing, you know, like laming us.
Yes,
And we were like,
yeah.
"No!" And it shows you on the map and everything. Paula Livingstone, Belfast. Children's Ward referenced periods, teenage pregnancy. I'm sorry, 3:00 in the afternoon. And they were so hard. They were really like, "Well, we do apologise, Miss Livingstone. Have you spoken? You like, would your children not know about this at this point?" She's like, "No, they do not." And I was like, "Please get her off the air."
Teresa hasn't kissed a boy yet.
She's-
She's nowhere near it, okay?
She's in class 3D.
She wouldn't know what to do with a penis. I don't want her seeing this.
I'm sick of telling her. I've had to have the conversation with her 3 times. She still doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we nearly died, right? And so that's the sort of mother she would be like, "I'm going to do something about this."
Yeah.
Or the fear of just seeing something on TV, I think,
Yeah.
does kind of
Yeah.
It permeates. But that should be in Roscommon. If you're phoning ambulances, they should be like, "What did your mother watch recently?" Like just take an account of
for sure.
24 hours
Or actually,
nanny.
I just think they should. The first thing you should. Where in Ireland are you from? Roscommon. We're not sending anyone out.
Just goes, boo.
I'm sorry, babes. We're not sending anyone out. All right. Good luck.
So when did you moved to London?
Yes,
from,
I did.
From Roscommon, were you?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
From Dublin. All right. Okay.
No.
So you'd had a
Jesus Christ.
so you had a wee bit of the city life, the big smoke.
Yeah. No, my mum's from Roscommon, my dad's from Dublin. So like, I just moved to London in the year of our Lord 2022. So yeah.
Did you? Oh right, not that long ago.
No, it's still fairly new. It was just after, COVID and you try and change everything up. I won a little award with the BBC, so I was like, I'm going to go over and try and cash that in.
Yeah.
But it's been great. I thought I'd hate London because the English.
You're told you have to.
No, but I also everyone's like, they're mad and friendly in London and stuff. But actually, I kind of like. It's not that they're mad and friendly. It's just that anyone who's going to talk to you on the tube is obviously mental.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you're not talking to people, you're kind of rushing around. But
it's not representative of the people.
Yeah,
of
but
London.
like also there is something nice about like not knowing people. Yes. Like as in like because Dublin like is just there's only 1 million people in Dublin. Mm-hmm. There's 8 million people in London, and like with Dublin like you just know a lot of people. Everyone knows everything about you. It is nice to go to London and.
Be anonymous.
Be anonymous for a bit. Yeah.
And
then
especially,
you come home.
Especially if you're doing comedy, I think, and trying stuff. And because the amount of times because I mean, you're saying there's only 1 million people in Dublin. That's not far off what there is in the whole of Northern Ireland.
But I know what you mean, though. But like,
the likelihood of you seeing someone in an audience, or they know someone or they're, and it's all about who are you? Who's her father? Who's her mother? Oh, I know her. Yes. I'll relax now. I know who she is. You maybe get a wee bit more freedom to kind of just.
You kind of get freedom to fail.
Yes.
And also listen, like it's handy that you have an accent over there because like straight away, like there's something about you that's a bit different.
People perk up. Oh.
Yeah. And, it's, I don't know. I just really like it. And
yeah.
I don't know if it's hard because I just come back to Ireland or like go back to Dublin and I have to say like, I am like, God, we're friendly. It's
changed
so much.
Yeah.
Like I have to practice now. I'm like, there's so much like mini banter you have to do.
I know it's exhausting, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
It is. I
like
find
try and have banter in London with a barista. They actually look at you like you've got 2 fucking heads.
They're pressing a button under the desk.
And then you're like, how are you getting on? They're like, what? Did you ask for the receipt? And you're like, yeah, I did.
Yes, that's what I meant. I've from here, but I moved abroad when I was a teacher for a while to teach abroad, and it was it was in Gran Canaria, and at the time the only flights going out there were charter like holiday flights.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't have got like an EasyJet flight out, and I was like 25 when I was moving away, and my parents and my sisters, everybody came to the airport to say goodbye because I was leaving.
That is so cute.
And then I got into the queue for like a Thomas Cook chartered flight. Right, with my TV, and was like, "Hello, Gran Canaria, please." I brought a TV. I think I probably had a pound of mince in my suitcase.
Did you not think they didn't have TVs? And
I don't know why. Someone had just bought me one, and I was like, "Well, I'm
not leaving it here. Bringing the TV.
I've no clothes, but I'm bringing this TV."
Do you know, really randomly, I remember going to the States when I was 19. Again for like kind of a summer trip. And I brought a ton of tampons. I can't remember. But I know what you mean. No, but like it was like 40 tampons.
Oh God, it's like the astronauts who went to the moon.
And when that song came out, I was like, sure, I did that to myself.
40.
And I just didn't know what they'd have in America.
Maybe I have a heavy bleeder on the other side of the world.
I could get a gun, but I don't know if we'll be able to get a tampon.
I know. Yeah. Well, you might need a tampon quicker than you need a gun. Who knows? Who knows? No, but when my whole family came up to say goodbye to me, we stood at check-in, and they all stood in tears crying, and people were like, everybody else was going for 2 weeks, like on a holiday, and they were just like, is she okay? I was like, bye-bye.
You know, like the film Brooklyn on the ship.
Exactly it.
And you're there with your TV.
Sat with a TV on the plane. Couldn't speak a word of Spanish, but just had my pet TV.
So you were teaching English then over in Gran Canaria?
Was teaching music in an English speaking school.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they were all Spanish kids, but they were learning English. So, but yeah. But that didn't feel, that felt more like me actually leaving than like when I went to uni and whatever, because I always knew I was coming back. But
Where
know,
did
when
you go to uni?
Edinburgh in Scotland.
Oh, that's a good place to go. Yeah.
Excellent place
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
And then I did the Fringe 2 years ago for
Yeah.
the first time, and I was really like, it's all right, I got this. I must have
Yeah.
people I know. You know, I spent 5 years living in Edinburgh. I'll get free accommodation
Oh.
from somewhere.
Oh,
No.
oh, you got to knock. There's no free accommodation.
No.
There's no friends in Edinburgh during the Fringe. I tell you that. You've
Absolutely
got
not.
like
No, and they've all
there's-
left.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Didn't you debut your
Tall Baby, yeah. So last year I brought the show I'm currently touring now. I just did in Edinburgh in 2025, but 2024 is when I debuted.
Yeah.
Tall Baby, and yeah, like lads, Edinburgh. Like now I'm addicted to it. I'm going back again with the new show.
Are you?
Yeah,
Right.
like I'm a fool.
So are
But
you working on a new show and
Yeah.
touring your most recent one?
I last night I did a tour show in Leicester, and then straight away did a work in progress right after it in the same venue. Big mistake.
Oh God.
And I just want to firmly apologise to the people who
To
came
the
to that
same
work in progress.
audience?
No,
No.
here's the thing. Well, actually, right. So got a lovely like audience for my tour. And then like for the work in progress show, maybe like 10 people came in, which I'm totally great.
Yeah.
You know. But 3 of them were in the tour show.
Oh right, okay.
And the thing about it, a little behind the scenes, when you're doing a work in progress, you kind of do include some old jokes to kind of help you along because it's an
Prop it
hour
up.
of new material.
Yeah.
So I fucking saw the 3 people that were already in the tour show. I just panicked. And I was like,
no.
oh shit, like I can't do any of my old stuff.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, so listen, I got through it.
Yes.
And so did they.
Would I
Yeah.
wonder, is it better which way round? It's better to do the work in progress first
First,
and
and
then
then-
do the one, and then
I don't know.
I don't
Last
know
night
either.
anyway.
I've never done that back to back.
Have
That's
you?
mad.
Yeah, I'm not doing it again. Like it's, I'm not doing it again. But no, like, yeah, I'm working on a new show right now.
And you're taking that to the Fringe?
Yeah,
Very good.
I know. But is it?
I
Like, I'm
don't
not.
know.
I'm not
It's-
sleeping.
It
know.
is very expensive and it's draining
Yeah.
and grueling. I've
Yeah.
never done the full run. I only did half a run.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a
Mainly
quitter.
because I am a quitter.
Get a backbone.
I
babes.
couldn't. I couldn't afford to do it. And
No,
I
it's
suppose
too. It's
because-
crazy. It's
yeah,
crazy.
and in retrospect, I maybe should have just sucked it up and done it. I was thinking more in terms of like not just what it would cost, but I had to take leave to go and do it as well.
yeah.
And all these other things, and I was like, actually, I should have just done it, the full thing. So I probably would like to go back again, but I've no.
But I do. The only reason, here's the thing about doing the full Fringe, is like the only reason you would do it is if, I think, first of all, you have to know what you want out of it.
Yes.
So for me now, I'm going up with a new show, and it's because I want to be able to tour again next year.
Yeah.
Because I'm only, you know, hopefully now people will see me on this tour and then come back.
Yes.
Obviously not the people from the Whip last night, but anyway. But you know what I mean? Like, and they'll come
Yeah.
back and see you again. So you're kind of building something.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm doing it again. And it's also for me to keep pushing to write new material quickly.
Yes.
And that's just a challenge I've set myself.
Yeah.
So the reason I do the full Fringe is by the end of that Fringe, that show is solid.
Locked in.
It's really good. And
Yeah.
like, that's what I kind of care more about now.
Yes.
But when I first went over, definitely for Tall Baby, I wanted recognition from
Yeah.
the industry.
Yeah.
And I got none.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I did. I got some, but like, you know, you
It's
kind
very
of
hard though. You don't
It's-
realize. I think from a non-comedian's point of view, or from my point of view, having never done it, you think that you're going to arrive and be seen, but actually, it reminds me of the scene, you know, in the Titanic. Whenever they all go into the water, and then Jack and Rose comes up, and she's like, "Oh," she's looking around, and then
Yeah.
it just pulls out, and it's just like a football pitch size of
yes,
people going.
yeah.
That's how I'm.
That
That's
is
how I
actually
picture the Fringe. Yeah,
That's insane.
that you're that's everybody just
Yeah.
like, help,
and then
help,
like
help,
an award nomination is the door that Rose ends up on.
yes,
And they're like,
exactly.
oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not fucking
Yeah, yeah,
sharing
yeah,
this,
yeah,
Jack.
yeah,
Away
yeah,
you go.
yeah. God.
Yeah, that's my analogy for
That's
it. That's how it
insane.
felt. But I mean, yeah, like, and I wasn't expecting to get any sort of real big recognition with only half a
Yeah,
run.
but like, but you can obviously get nominated and stuff. But I think if you go to the Fringe being like, that's what's going to happen,
yeah,
then you're disappointed. Because like,
yes,
actually,
exactly.
the thing that you should always know is like, I came out of my first Fringe like such a better comedian. And then from that, I had this show, I filmed it, got clips that went viral. Brilliant. And then more people came to see my next show and
Yes,
stuff like that. But
you're
like,
right. Yeah, that is a really because
you have to remember like you're bulletproof then. Like, because after Edinburgh, like I'm not gonna lie, I cry every day in Edinburgh and I love it.
Yeah.
But if you met me in the Edinburgh Fringe, I'm weeping in the streets,
yeah,
babes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's really Because it's all about your show, isn't it? It's all about you. It is
about
kind of
you.
like you get into this weird sort of bubble. But I actually loved that part of it because I'm a narcissist. But also,
No, you're
I
not. Well,
because
we literally have 2 cameras on us. Because I love attention.
yeah. But because I don't do this full time as well, I love the experience of being able to do it full
Yeah.
time for a couple of weeks and be
Yeah.
like, oh God, this is what it would be like if I didn't have to
Yeah.
worry about anything else, just my comedy. So,
But then,
yeah.
and this is like obviously where so much of the conversation comes in about people who can afford to just do
do
it
it.
full time.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that like some people earn the, like you get to a stage, like maybe hopefully in the next year I might be able to go full time. You never know. But like
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm like, I have to pay rent and you know,
Yes.
I don't have anyone paying for me in London. So
Yes.
I gotta do that.
So where does the money come from then?
Yeah.
If you-
But like, and there are people like who like if they have enough money behind them, wherever
And
they
take
get
the
it,
risk.
they can just focus on the art, and that's how they get better quicker. Because like
Yeah.
that's what it is. You just have to be doing it.
Yeah.
And like then it's hard when you're like working a full time job and then being like, okay, how do I bring the show to Edinburgh? And
Yeah.
yeah,
Because even just the time I find for me, the time, I can take time off work or whatever if I wanted to, but it's more the time to write and get better.
oh for sure.
If you're running constantly from working full time or part time, whatever you're doing, if you're still having to work and then go out and gig and then try and find time to sort of get better,
Well,
not
here-
just keep
okay,
doing the same
so
thing over and over again.
this is going to be very niche, but this is my this weekend right of gigging. So doing a show tonight in Belfast, and then go back to Dublin tomorrow. Have a day off, fantastic. Go to Cork on Sunday, drive up and down. Come back from Cork. I have to drive back to Dublin. Get up then at 5 a.m. on Monday
Yeah.
to get a flight to London to go into the office
Oh my God.
for 9 a.m. And I worked that day.
Yes.
And I did that last weekend as well because I was doing 2 shows in Dublin and 2 shows in Galway. So I'm touring and working full time.
Oh my goodness.
So like, and that's like, listen, whatever. I chose to do this.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
Like, but it also is that thing of like, I took a nap on a bathroom floor at one point. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was so tired.
Yeah.
Like, this is, you know, the reality of like when it's a high cost of living and you're trying to also do this and also do a new show at the same time. Like I am pushing myself, but
Yeah.
like I'm loving it because the tour is actually such good crack.
Yeah.
Like I thought the tour would be the part I'd be like, oh God, like what if I
Yeah.
go and I hate it? And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, like this is the bit I love.
And after
you know.
doing the Fringe with the show, it must be nice to get to just do it, have a breath and do it again and have a wee break and
Well,
come
yeah,
back to
and
it.
also because like Edinburgh Fringe audiences are really tough audiences, and then so when you actually bring it on the road, you're like, oh, this is a good show.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, nice people.
I'm not-
Yes.
it's not even nice people. It's that I think in Edinburgh, like it's first of all, it's people who can afford to go to the Edinburgh Fringe who aren't from Edinburgh. So that's one thing. But another thing is that, you know, you're not a big name. So you might be the 4th show they see that day. So yeah, some people are just sitting there.
Just like
And they're
whatever.
I perform in like a shipping container.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
in a
I know the
tot.
ones you
Do you know what I
mean.
mean? Like
The
yeah. So
assembly.
like
Yeah.
it's not made for like
For a comfortable
for
experience.
comfortable. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, but like there was a massive heat wave in August.
Yes.
Yeah, because of whatever global
Oh my
warming.
God.
And
yeah.
I got merchandise and I got woolly hats.
Oh no.
So, do you know how fucking difficult that was every day to be like
Use it as a bag,
and
whatever.
And I was trying to sell it while like my makeup was coming down my face, and I was like, "Would you like a woolly hat?" You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Oh my God.
mascara running down. I'm like,
No,
Yeah.
I got sick towards the end. I think I had COVID. It's
yeah.
only now I can say I think I had COVID. It never occurred to me at the time that I might
oh yeah,
have had.
sure it didn't.
Didn't even think about it. But I was dying by the end. And I was like, this poor audience came in one day because I was like, I'm not cancelling anything. I've spent a fortune to come. I'm not
Oh, you're not
cancelling.
cancelling the thing.
No.
Yeah.
So I was like, I came out to do the show and I could barely, and I sing all the way through it as well. So I was like, in the middle of songs, just going, excuse me, I'm just going to stop for a minute and putting it down a key and then going again, going, sorry, I'm going to have to lower this again. And at one point was just rapping. I was just saying the words of a song because I was like, I can't speak. And it turns out it was like the last day of the run and there was a reviewer in.
Oh fuck.
And
off,
he,
of course.
now, luckily, he kind of, I think he kind of thought it was part of the whole shtick. He was like, so funny. Like,
Yeah.
you know, doing this like woman who can't sing. I was like, indeed. It's exhausting to have to do it every day.
Imagine
you know.
it's so funny the woman who looks like she's having a breakdown on
She's
stage,
having
and
a
you're like, yeah,
nervous
whatever.
breakdown. Did you have any really horrendous audiences, or were they all pretty much
There's a guy
okay?
who was asleep in the front row at one point, and that now again, but he was wrecked.
Was he? Or I was going to say,
Here's the thing.
he was a working comedian,
But like,
or,
that's
or
like-
hammered.
No, but like when you think about Edinburgh as well, like I was on at 7 p.m. Again, This
that's
guy
lovely,
probably
Tara.
people just randomly come in and out.
Yeah.
And so I was probably a random show he's gone to see. It's really warm inside. I'm probably the 5th show he's seen that day. I let him sleep. Fuck it. Like, it's like, oh, you're great.
He's paid his money.
I'm getting the money. It's fine. But like, even that sort of stuff. I never had, touch wood, like really horrible audiences or
Yeah.
anything like that. I mean, horrible audiences, I think more happen when you're at club
In
nights.
clubs, I would agree.
Because like, you know, when people are coming to see a show, they've paid ticket, they've paid the money to see a show, so they want to
the worst
enjoy
they're
it.
going to do probably is just look really unimpressed. Like sort of, I had a
Oh,
whole
I love
front
this.
row. I was going to say I had a
This is my
whole
favourite,
front row
yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand it because I was really like, you can't go. You can go. I don't mind if you want to just go. But
Yeah.
no, stay here and I will pretend that this isn't happening because I find it really distracting if I see one or two people just looking like, why the fuck? Why am I here?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate it. It's like,
I
just
think
go.
sometimes audiences don't think that you can see them.
Yeah.
And you're like,
That's
I
true.
can see you.
Or the audiences who are maybe come up to you afterwards and they're like, so funny, loved it, but have not. They've just sat and smiled. They've just sat with like a polite smile on their face the whole time. You're like, please laugh.
Yeah, sometimes I don't mind that. It's when there's the arm folding and stuff, and you've come in with like an aggressive, sort of like angry, negative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Frame of mind. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think audiences sometimes realise that you are part of the show.
Yes.
So actually,
And
like,
you're going to affect what's happening up here. But you're
Yeah.
right. I think people think that you can't see them. So,
Yeah.
and a lot of people, my mum does this when she's just listening. You think she does, she sort of looks like she's grimacing a wee bit, but she's just listening. But it makes me
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
she's going, huh?
well, my mum does this thing where she just audibly, you know, if I
Agrees.
say, oh, yeah. Yeah, and that was what happened. And I'm like, yeah, so I can fucking hear you.
Yes.
Did you hear what Grace said there? Did you hear that? And I'm like, yeah. So I'm still talking.
I love your mum.
Yeah.
Does your mum come and see you a lot?
She's come a few times. So see, my mum just doesn't listen to me for sure, and good for her. Like, she gave birth to me. I don't think she needs to listen to me. She's like, I gave you life.
done
Go
her
off
job.
and do it. But what I love that she says afterwards, she's always like, and everyone around me was laughing, and there was a man beside me. Oh, he really laughed when you were talking about 20 minutes in, because she doesn't know what I'm talking about. I think she just like
My mum actually
refuses to hear.
Yeah.
it.
My mum hates stand-up comedy, so
Good for
she
her.
will come and she'll come and see me, and she will really enjoy the show. But just tell me how crap the rest. Like if it was a lineup, she'll be
Oh.
like, hated this, hated that, had
Yeah,
to
yeah,
sit
yeah.
through this.
Yeah.
You were lovely, but Jesus Christ! And
Yeah.
I was like, you don't have to come. I know
Yeah.
you're not a fan
Yeah.
of this art form.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But also, like, I had an ex who didn't like stand up, and I was just like, I'm stand up. But I was like, you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, just don't come to the gigs. Like,
Yeah.
it's totally grand.
Yeah, don't come with all
Yeah.
the negativity of like,
Yeah.
this is shit. No.
Yeah, don't like it.
Why did they not like stand up?
Um,
Is this somebody's like, I just don't find things funny?
no, just like, I think well, in fairness, like, this is when I was kind of starting out, and I think like he had to go to a lot of
open mics.
Oh my God, the open mics. And like, yeah, that's rough.
I would be like,
but
I don't like
listen,
stand-up
he got the
comedy.
ride out of it. So, you know, tit for tat.
You may
And-
put a smile on that face.
Put a smile on the face. But I get that. And I was like, eventually, you know, like when you're beginning, you're quite nervous and you do want people in your corner.
Yeah.
And eventually I was like, yeah, it's fine, don't come. Because
Yeah.
like, you're seeing me like try. You have to be bad for a long time. You don't realise that at the time.
Yeah.
You might show potential, but you're going to be bad for
Yeah.
a while. And those open mic nights are really tough.
Yeah,
And then
they're
also like stand up, I think, like, it's very much an acquired taste. Like the people you find
Yeah.
funny is,
Oh, of
you know,
course.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very subjective, isn't
Yeah.
it? So, yeah. Well, embarrassing stories,
Mhm.
Grace. I'm sure you don't have any.
Yeah, of
Can you
course.
conjure one up just out of nowhere for me? Do you ever talk about, I don't mean have you been embarrassed on stage, but you talk a lot about embarrassing things that have happened or things we shouldn't be embarrassed about.
yeah, I mean, I think I just talk about like it. I just think that like it really annoys me that people don't admit that embarrassing stuff just happens to them all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I suppose, I mean, there's a few stories that I tell now in this show. I'm sure I might as well just say it now.
I don't want you to burn you an ear. Well, sorry. Go ahead.
You know what? It's your career. You burn it up. No, but I was like, I even talk about, I don't know, like I've done loads of diets because I'm a woman and I'm alive. And I don't know, do you ever do like loads of clean eating? Clean eating is the one now I lost a lot of weight on back in the day.
That's one I stopped dieting for a long time because I just seem to always perpetually be on a diet for a long time. But
yeah.
I haven't done the
Clean
most
eating is, it's just
What
eat-
is that? Just no,
It's just eat-
no processed food? Or?
You just eat food that brings you no joy.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything that brings you joy,
vegetables.
no, that's
No,
gone.
that's
Yeah.
bad. No
But
wonder
it's
you
very
asked me,
just
yeah.
like, essentially you just eat a lot and feel quite smug and whatever, but you don't
Okay, yeah.
live, right? And then, so I did that for a long time, and and I was very like strict. Essentially, I had like probably a little bit of an eating disorder because like that's what most diets are. And but I lost a lot of weight, and I got like my first big gig in the Ivy Gardens in Dublin, like
Oh, wow,
professional,
yeah.
and I was real excited. And the day the gig comes, and like I only eat a protein bar because I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh, no.
And and then of course the gig goes great, right? And when you have a great gig and your mates come, because everyone's coming to the Ivy Gardens.
Yeah.
So they were like, let's go, we're on the lash,
Yes.
pints.
Oh, no.
I end up in a chipper. Right?
Before or after the gig?
After the gig.
Oh, right, okay.
After the pints, after the gig, end up in a chipper.
Uh-huh.
At midnight, I ordered a salad. And the man at the counter said no.
Good for him.
He actually was like, I'm not giving you a salad. And I was like, I want the salad. He's like, I'm
Oh
not
my
giving you a
God.
salad. He was like, cop on. He actually said cop on to me. He was like, cop on.
Good for that
Yeah.
man.
He's like, you're drunk. You need something else. Like, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Anyway, I ended up having like 2 burgers.
Good woman. You're like, no bun.
But here's the problem, right? If you have been clean eating, if you're on a strict diet and then you suddenly introduce like
Fat and burgery stuff.
booze
Yeah.
and joy.
Yes.
I went back to my parents' house and they had stayed up waiting for me. They were up in bed because they wanted to hear about the gig. I run upstairs. Mum and Dad were like, how did it go? And I was, just telling them. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it was brilliant. And I was so excited, but the audience were lovely. And, I actually did pretty well. And then my mum just goes, you've shit on the rug.
That's not where I thought that was going. Oh my God. As you were talking to them?
I
Don't know.
I don't know
At some
how.
point.
I don't know how that happened. And I was standing, I looked down.
Oh
my
God.
I don't know how it happened. And then my mum, like the last remaining memories of that night I have is my mum hosing me down in the shower. And I was
Start
like,
a Shawshank Redemption.
I was like, I tried to get the salad. I tried.
Well, that makes me feel a lot better,
Yeah,
Grace.
there you go. What was worse was the next day because there was a white rug as well.
Oh my God.
And my mom, by the way, my mom loves cleaning, so this was her Everest, right? I came down the next morning. I don't know how she did it. Came down the next morning. They didn't even say anything to me. My parents, fair play to them.
Yeah. Oh no.
The rug hanging out in the back line, completely clean.
Oh wow.
How did she do that?
In the middle of the night?
That woman.
She's good. She
She's
is good.
But but what was worse was I came into the sitting room. No one said anything, but I just saw the rug and I was like,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is that rug now framed? It's just like her success.
you know what? When I really hit it big and I get to quit that temp job,
Yeah. You'll be selling bits of that rug.
I'll be selling that rug.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened to me. I know that has happened to a lot of people who've shit themselves mainly because they've been drinking.
No.
Not because they introduced.
But it was both. But here's
Yeah.
the thing: no one tells you this.
No.
But I think a lot of when you look at even a lot of athletes, look what happens to people when they do the marathon.
I know.
Kind of
Kinda
things just
shit on
happen.
the side of the
So
road.
if you are very strict on dieting and exercising, which I've gone through phases of it, and then suddenly your body does
You
some
just
stuff,
can't
lads.
cope.
Yeah.
I remember doing the Atkins diet I think I did it for a week because my mum was doing it, and like every mum in Ireland grew up dieting. I've just been on diets
yeah.
their entire life.
Yeah.
And so she was doing the Atkins diet when it was really fashionable, and I was really like, I don't think this is healthy. I don't think you should do it. She's like, well, why don't you do it with me for a week and see
Yeah.
how brilliant it is. And I just remember, this is when I was still living at home, and I was hiding in our kitchen to eat a bowl of bran flakes. I was like, I'm craving fiber or something.
Yeah.
We went to the cinema that week and I had like a bag of sausages. That's what I remember eating, a bag of cocktail sausages in the cinema. And I was just like, this isn't normal. This isn't normal.
Okay,
I'm
no,
not doing it.
here's the worst. When I was on a certain diet, I brought baby bells to a nightclub.
Popping them like an egg.
The light ones, I was like...
Oh my God.
And then a friend of mine, Connor, because I have a podcast called Fad Camp,
Yes.
all day fad diets and stuff. He did the potato diet.
Right.
So it's like 90 days and you're meant to eat nothing but boiled, unbuttered, unsalted potatoes,
Oh,
right?
no.
And then you have a sweet potato for dessert.
Oh,
and at one point, he
Jesus.
was in his like early 20s when he was doing this.
Yeah.
And so at one point, he was going on a night out and he had a baked potato in his pocket, like. Like, that's wrong.
Okay.
But you know when you're just like, but the unhinged things you
And
do.
you never stop to think how ridiculous
No.
it. I know.
Yeah.
Because I have spent more time. I didn't really ever do a lot of sort of diets off my own bat. I was always in diet clubs, like Slim and, like
Yeah.
going to the meetings and everything.
AA for mammies is what I call it. Yeah.
That's exactly cult-like.
No, all the mammies are there and they're like, I think I might have postpartum depression. But anyway, I'm on the skim milk. You know what I mean?
And no one's ever there to say, it's because, this is maybe about looking at your healthy eating. They'll always hone in on something like, well, how much milk are you taking in your coffee?
No,
and you're just
sorry.
like, well, how much can it be for her to not
Like,
be
less
losing any weight?
Yeah.
And there was a woman at ours.
Maybe they're like, maybe it's because you're in a loveless marriage. Maybe it's because
Maybe there's
you're
other
drinking too much
things.
milk.
Maybe you're putting too much skimmed milk in your Americano.
You remember that?
Like this much.
You remember that like white coloured water that you're drinking? Yeah, that's the problem.
So there was a woman at the one I used to go to who was the woman who took the money. And I don't know who these people are, but the ones who take the money at those things seem to be on diets their whole adult lives as well. But they're never, they never lose weight. They're always going to be there.
Teresa, you have to do a song about the women who take the money at the fucking meetings. Because actually you've honed in on something there. Yes. Like every one of their faces is flashed before me. And not one of those women look happy.
None of them have lost weight and they've been going since like 1984 and they're still like, but it works if you just stick to it. And there was a woman at the one I used to go to and the leader who, it's one time I stuck with, I think it was Slim World and I did it for about a year and I did lose a lot of weight. And she used to just use, I'll call her Kathy for the sake of argument. She used to use Kathy as an example all the time. She'd always shout over, "Now right, Kathy?" And like Kathy be sitting there with all the coupons and the money. And she'd always, especially if there was lots of new people, the leader would make a real big show of it going, "Now Kathy over here has been dieting for 6 years and she couldn't lose any weight." And then I made her do a food diary. And what did we find out it was? What was the cause of all of this, Kathy? And like from the back of the room, she's like, "Ketchup." It's like,
what is she deep throating ketchup? How much ketchup is this woman having?
I mean, ketchup. I wasn't counting my ketchup. And I'm like, it doesn't matter if you're not counting your ketchup. That's not, like you say, were you hugged enough as a child? I don't think so.
But also, like, Kathy, babes, you need to get out of this
get
abusive
out
relationship.
of this cult.
Yeah, it's like the film Get Out.
It is.
Flasher in the eyes.
They're all just in this kind of trance of like £5.50.
I know. And then they're like, do you know, like, remember you used to get like the Weight Watcher crisps or whatever? It was like a $5 for a bag of dust.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, licking the dust, getting the finger
I
in the
used
bag.
to do material about, because I do have a song about diets, obviously, because it's everybody's material, really. If you're a woman, you've experienced it. And there's a recipe that every recipe that people used to bring involved Diet Coke. So it'd always be like, so I'd be like doing a recipe, like the fakeaways that people would make and bring in, and they'd be like, you just take
fakeaways.
Yeah. You don't need a chicken chow mein. This is what you do. You take 4 chicken breasts and a bag of sand. And you put it in the microwave and it's in a Diet Coke. You live a pound off by Christmas.
Yeah.
So I do love that because there's so many things. So in my notes app where I'm like writing down stuff for ideas for stuff, there's so much in there from just things people have said at Weight. I don't go anymore, obviously, but so many things people have said, like the leaders and everything are just
the leaders now, in fairness, are clinging on for their lives there. Like there's a lot going on. A lot is revealed when they're hosting. And they're like, as well, like I remember one of them was going on holidays and she's like, so just because I'm going on holidays doesn't mean I'm going off plan. I'm on plan. I'm on a cruise. I know I've spent a lot of money on this cruise, but I'm not coming back gaining a pound. And I'm like, fuck.
Gillian, just go and enjoy yourself.
I think she's going to push her husband overboard that cruise. He's not coming home because that woman is doing a fake away.
They're always like, because I remember at a Weight Watchers in Edinburgh, when I was a student, I was going to one of them.
Aww.
And I brought I know, isn't that awful?
I know, and you should just be out,
me,
like, getting an STI.
And I was, I got them too.
Yeah.
And I brought a friend along and it was her first week and she was having none of it. She was just like, what the hell is this? And the woman who was giving a talk she was being quite narky about, like, come on now, you're only lying to yourselves. You need to be more honest. So my friend put her hand up and said, excuse me, how much weight did you lose whenever you did this? And she was like, well, it was a long time ago. And it turns out it was like 1.5 stone. And so she'd gone from like,
how dare you?
yeah, I was like, get the fuck out of here. And there's like
No.
these women sitting there with like proper issues, emotional issues, beating themselves up. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, you probably you went to the toilet one day and you probably lost half a stone.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, I have.
It's a tough L. Yeah.
It's
And
it's
I
still
wonder
going
how
on.
many of them are on the jobs now.
Of course. Well, some of the slimming clubs have pivoted now. They now offer GLP-1 diets to go with your, because they know they'll be out of business otherwise. But
That
it
is
is a
nuts.
business.
Oh yeah.
Because never. Sorry, I can't stop ranting about diet clubs. But
You need to come on Fad Camp because basically this is what we talk about. But it is an industry. The funny thing about the diet industry, it's an industry that continues to grow.
yes.
So like,
Yes.
as much as they're like, oh, there's an obesity epidemic,
Yeah.
the diet industry is not actually.
You don't seem to be
making a
doing
dent.
anything
Yeah.
that
But they're
fixes it.
continuing
Of course.
to grow as well. Yeah.
And it's if it's not working for you, it's everything except the diet. So, like, we'd always be there. You know, if you don't
Yeah.
lose weight, they'll be like, "Have you got your period?"
Oh, listen, the period
then you're
now. The period gets blamed for a lot. I had my period about a year in a row. Every week, every day.
But even if you're like, no, they're like, "Did you just have your period like last
Yeah.
week?" And I'm like, "No." "Are you about to have your period?" It's like, well, there's only 4 weeks in a month, so probably that'll be it.
There's basically 1 week of the month that women can lose weight.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're not in that week, I imagine. But I think it's the diet industry. Like, I always say this on Fadcom because I think it's so true, but like, no one can sell you a product if you're happy with yourself.
Yeah.
And like, so that's how they sell you everything. And like, if diets like don't work, but like, if any other product didn't work as much as diets, like if cars didn't work the same way that diets don't work, we wouldn't go fucking near a car.
No, it's true. It's
But we
true.
keep sending people on diets, like
Yeah.
it's mental.
'Cause it's not
Yeah.
the diet, it's you. It's
Yeah,
you and
yeah,
your lack
yeah,
of
yeah.
willpower. Well, anyway, oh gosh, look at the time. Well, we've just been chatting away here
It
for
has.
a while. I was going to ask you some embarrassing would you rathers.
Oh, you go for it. Yeah.
So let
Would
me
you rather
see.
shit in a rug?
Would you rather? You probably.
Yeah.
Let's see. Would you rather be forced to make small talk for 5 hours or sit in awkward silence for 2 hours? Both of those can be 5 hours. Small talk or awkward silence?
Awkward silence.
Really?
Mm.
I suppose it's what you were just saying. Now that you've gotten used to being away and coming back and there being an awful lot of luck.
It's
when,
only
how are
awkward
you?
silence if you let it be awkward.
Well, that's true.
If I'm vibing over here,
I can't bear it. I am the
Really?
worst.
Nah,
Yeah,
I can
I'm
do it.
trying to get better at it, but I cannot bear an awkward silence, and I will just babble to fill it and say,
I know I'll babble, but like I it's only an awkward silence if you both decide it's awkward. If I decide it's not awkward, I don't mind if you decide it's awkward.
I'm going to write that down, Grace.
Yeah.
And take that.
To me, I'm just in my head like boop beep boop beep boop beep boop.
Do. Would you rather go to work with terrible sunburn or terrible breath?
Sunburn.
Really?
Do you know what?
You can hide
Having
the
bad breath actually is like one of my. I'm always so freaked out about it,
Oh, okay.
particularly after gigs, because
Yeah.
when you're talking for like an hour,
dry mouth.
dry mouth, and people always have to get, and I'm always like, yeah, did you
I know
enjoy
what
it?
you mean.
Yeah, great,
I know
great.
what you mean.
Because you're always worried about it. So no, I'd rather a sunburn. Yeah.
You see, I've had terrible sunburn before. I burn really easily, and it's impossible for me to cover it up.
Yeah.
So I think I'd rather with the breath. I think I could just hide the. Maybe I can't hide the breath as well as I
You
think
can't.
I can. No, I can't.
No.
You can tell
Yeah.
from where you're sitting right now.
Could do with a sunburn today now, if I'm honest. No, I'm joking.
One of the worst. God, no, it does make me. I am paranoid about that. Especially, I think if you've met or you know someone who does have very bad breath,
Oh, stop.
then you start to go, well, now I know what it's like. I'm now really.
I remember being on
paranoid
a
about
date with a guy who had just had really bad breath. Lovely guy. I kept offering him water. He just wouldn't
Yes.
take it.
I
I was like, imagine I was like, Listerine? Would you like some Listerine? I take out like toothpaste.
pretend it's a shot. Come on, we'll both do it. Come on.
I take out like
That's the
a
worst.
dentist visor and I'm like, let's just have a look.
I
here.
would.
But I just was like, I don't know how to say this to him.
I
you
don't,
know?
I don't know how you say it to anybody, even someone
Yeah.
I love, like my
I'd
sister.
rather
I
someone
don't
say
know.
it to me and just
Yeah.
go, oh, by the way, you need, and I'd be like, oh, grand, because
Yeah.
it's not like
It's
it's a
not a big
character
deal.
flaw.
No.
but it's sometimes you are just a bit like
Someone made
Yeah.
me do it. Have you ever gone on these like HR training type
Mm.
courses? Right, there was one I was on many years ago, which was about having difficult conversations. That was the name of the training course, right?
stunning.
And we had to do all these role plays. It was awful. And one of the ones, this poor guy who I barely knew, who worked at the same company, he had to role play with me asking me about the menopause. Now, I was like about 30 at the time, and he had to, in front of everybody, we were given a scenario which was, Teresa has come late to work and seems to be opening all the windows in the office.
Seems to be.
and keeps bringing a
Can I
fan.
just say, what I love is that they're like, these are the scenarios that come up in life, and nothing about sexual harassment. You know, widespread, which we've all had a massive problem with. And yet they're like, no, Teresa seems to be opening a lot of windows. This is a real problem. We need to.
It's happening everywhere. Not
yeah.
enough people are talking about it.
Yeah.
And so this poor guy had to, in front of everybody, we just stood next to each other, and he just went, so are you in the menopause? I went, no, end of role play. No, but mine was, I had to tell a co-worker that her breath smelled. I was like, what are we learning from this course? It's just humiliating.
But can I say, okay, but this was like a role play.
This was a role play.
But how did you do it then?
I couldn't even do it in the role play. Like, it wasn't real, and I danced around it, and they stopped the role play because I spent 5 minutes talking about the weather and what a great member of staff she was and how valuable she was. And I was like, and you know,
maybe that's why you were opening all those windows.
So yeah, I can't tell anybody. But I got horrendous sunburn once.
Sorry, do you know how, can I say, you know how you do bring it up with people?
Yeah.
If I think someone else has bad breath, I'll go, do you know, I think my breath's really bad at the moment. Does anyone have any chewing gum, or do you want any, like, I'll just.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But that person who doesn't think they have will be like, no.
You know, that's what happened on that date. I was like,
what would I need that for?
I think my breath is really bad.
Oh, it's worse on a date.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was hard.
No.
Yeah.
What was that? That was the deal breaker, was it? Or did you just push on through? Just hold your nose and think of Ireland.
Think of the 1916 rising leaders. What did they do for their country?
They didn't die for nothing.
No, I didn't see him again. Yeah, he's out there making some other woman's life very difficult. Bless him.
Well, I've got some great tips there, Grace.
Yeah.
Brilliant. What's your new show? Do you have a title for your new show?
No, I think I'm gonna. I mean, I actually would love some help with it. If anyone,
let's workshop it right now.
It's all about the fact that I look. I've been told my whole life I look like my dad, which I would love people to stop doing. Because like, it's not that my dad isn't an attractive man; it's just that he's a man.
Yes.
And so it's all about the fact that I have physically a massive head, and I take after him. So if anyone has any kind of, I was gonna go with like big meaty head. Or noggin or something, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Any
head on you?
The big head on you? Do you know what I was going to do? Is like, some people say I look like me dad, you know, like from
Bewitched.
But that's too long.
But did they not say I fight like my dad?
Yeah, but they do. But like,
and then
the one is some people. No,
oh,
some people say I look like me dad. That's what she says in the thing. But that's too long.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to do things like daddy's girl, or you know, like anything.
No. Stay away from that.
But like, I just do have a massive head.
Big head.
Head.
What's a play on?
Big
what does ChatGPT
noggin.
say? That's what.
Huh?
You've your dad's head. A good head on your shoulders.
You think that good head on your shoulder? No, let's see. Too long. Anyway, yeah.
I need to look it up.
But listen, if anyone wants to send in,
let's comment below on what Grace is. So
it's just going to be so many insults on the sides of my head. I'm asking for pain here. I'm like, comment on my physical appearance, please. I think that's good for women on the internet.
About a woman whose head is big.
It's very difficult to come up with
like her dad. Come up with a comedy stand-up show title about a woman whose head.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so it's all about
you don't have a big head, by the way.
I actually do, though. See, the thing is, like,
I have a big. No hats fit me.
No, but like, what? No hats fit me because Irish people, like, our heads are huge.
Yeah. It doesn't happen to any of my sisters. I have to go into the men's department in H&M, pretend to find a gift.
Can I say,
I'll
right?
Just try it on for him.
My dad's head is so big that he couldn't get any He's an avid cyclist, and he couldn't get any helmets to fit him. And so the cycling shop he goes to, the guy had to order one special from Japan, and it's called the Gigantica.
Oh my God, from Japan?
Yeah, they do special ranges.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Oh my God, for Godzilla.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Here are your suggested titles, okay? Big head, bigger daddy issues. Don't like that at all.
I don't have daddy issues, if anything.
Copy paste father. Built like dad, booked like be. None of these make fun. None of these make sense.
They're not good.
No, they're not good.
It's very difficult.
Lean into funny and Irish. Make it funny and Irish.
Noggin could be one. Big noggin. But,
Big noggin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Just noggin. Yeah. Would you go see a show now?
called.
Well,
Just
would you go see
Noggin.
a female comedian? He's like, no. Would you go see a show now called Noggin? You see, I don't want it to be too like sometimes you're worried to be too tiddly-eye Irish or something. Do
Well,
you know?
these are all tiddly-eye Irish.
the problem.
Listen to this. Feckin' copy paste of me father. That's terrible. Head of
Do you know,
the
that's so bad that I kind of love it.
so bad. Big head, bigger crack. Gaelic and gargantuan. Erin go bra and brag about me
Erin go
head.
bra. Sorry, by the way, if that's any
Terrible.
names of anyone's show, I'm sorry, but
Sorry,
not
yes.
for me.
Don't use ChatGPT as the answer. That's
Yeah,
bollocks.
don't use it.
No, but
Yeah.
I will now think about it because I love thinking of show titles. I can never come up with them for myself either. But
It's all about like that whole thing of like people telling you look like your dad, which happens to a good few women, and it's like never a compliment.
yeah,
And it's that thing of like, I always think like with me and my dad, it's like the film Twins, except we both look like Danny DeVito.
I like you look like your dad. I do like that. I don't think that's
you look
too
like
low.
your dad. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll work on it. We'll
We'll
work.
work on
I'll
it.
send you what if
Yeah.
you get any
Yeah.
hints and whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, and maybe like filter them.
I
don't
will.
need to
I'll
see
screen
your
it first before I send you a rake of
Yeah,
insults.
yeah.
Just listen, Grace. Thank you so much for
Oh,
coming in.
this
I
was
hope
such
your
fun.
show goes really well, and I'm going to probably be over in Edinburgh just seeing things, so I'd come and see your new show.
Come see my show.
Yay! Go and see Grace wherever she is. And
With the show title, You Decide.
TBC.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to crowdsource it.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Thank you so much.